Hey guys, it's Chris once again, and we're not doing, well, we're sort of doing Amiga stuff. I had this external floppy drive right here, and I kept having these weird, I have two of them, one here, and this one, and they were what I thought identical. This one has always worked fine, and this one did not. I was looking for a manufacturer, and, I can't seem to find any. So, this thing has a belt, and the belt is right here. And it's a little bit messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it, except it was like dry rotted, so if you touch it, it literally like bubble gums in your hands. So what I did was I found a like a clear piece of plastic, I guess you could say it is, and I tried wedging it in here, and it looks like this. All right, it's super clear, and what it does is it goes around the motor here, runs in this channel, turns the disc wheel, and there is a sensor right here which picks up the little holes here, and that's how you get your photo read. The problem I'm having is I must have screwed something up as usual, and what happens is I bought another belt. Hey, got a brand new belt, works great, except one problem. It doesn't fit this drive. If I try to put this belt on this drive, it is just too long. It goes past the motor. If I do get it on there, it doesn't go. It's like it's too loose, and it spins. So I was cleaning up something, and this little clear turd thing right here is a little bit too tight. I mean, it fits and it works. The drive spins, but I think it's a little bit too tight and can't spin this wheel freely enough. So I found this silicone rubber, I don't know what the hell it is. It fell out of one of my car parts things. I think it's a gasket for something, or an O-ring seal, but it's silicone rubber, and it's really stretchy. And it's just a little bit larger in diameter than that little plastic ring here. So I am going, and this thing doesn't give that much. This one does. So I don't know if this is going to work. The band across, then up in. So I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But I mean, it's a lot looser than the other one is. And you can see here, right here, this has a slot in the middle. And that is what this little disc with the holes is. It's kind of like a photo cell. It counts the tracks. Okay, so the head has been put back in. It doesn't have any adjustment. So we're going to put the screw back in. And there we are with a silicone O-ring for a new replacement band, and this one turns a heck of a lot easier. Without further ado, let me cut to it on the, we'll hook up the 500 or the 2000 and plop it together. I had to hook up the 2000 because if I use the 500, I gotta dig the monitor out. So here you can see I have the new belt, and we're just going to use a blank floppy disk and see what we get, if we get any spin. We get spin. It does say DF2 question mark. Let's see if we can give it a blank. Whoops. Initializing disk. DF2 busy. Seek failure. So that means to tell me that tells me that this head is off. There is a certain position that the disc has to be in when the motor engages. And whoops, and what happens is when you go and you replace a belt and you go and move this thing around, this may not be in the correct position. So I'm going to pull it off, and there is only 80 tries to go through. And all I did was I pulled it off the motor, moved the head a little bit, and then I'm going to retry. Okay, so I'm doing a format. A full format. Could not format cylinder 0 is the error message on the Amiga. So what I'll do is I will pull this off and move a little bit. Try again. At least it's spinning. Getting the track information is could not format cylinder 0. So I'm going to undo this screw and check to make sure that this area where all the little squares are is kind of getting in between the sensor, because it's not really adjustable at all. What we can do is we can loosen this screw up here, and this doesn't really move. There's no movement at all. What that means is the head is a fixed, the sensor's a fixed position. It's not like the floppy head here where we could like watch. I'll eject the disc and put the disc in. So it's looking for the outer head. So you can see this is actually trying to move. I moved it a little bit myself. It's seeking for track 0. Cannot format cylinder 0. It's possible this disc is pooped. This is a known working GVP disc. As you can tell right here, it's blipping and not doing its thing. So I don't have DF1 hooked up, so we're kind of like in our own little nightmare here. So I can't format track 0. Now, I've had this issue in the past, and that is always because this sensor is supposed to be in a certain position. I always thought it was the 2 dots have to line up with the bar in here, but it could be here. I don't know. It's a trial and error thing, which may take some time. Okay, so once again, we're going to try and format the disc. You can just see it's right here. It's just trying to... Oh! I think I'm close. I do see it seeking. Alright, we're getting there. I'm going to leave this drive, or the disc, in there and connected. And I'm going to rotate it around to the mark. And then we'll eject and reinsert. should be saying DF2 non-DOS. And that is the problem when you replace your disk belt. So I'm going to blip ahead to the future when I get this fixed, and I'll let you know. Okay, so I got the cover back on. I'm just trying to squish some rubbing alcohol here. Isopropyl alcohol, IPA, whatever you want to call it. Just to clean up some of the scuzz. Kind of crusty. So, alright, let's do the same disc, right? Coming out with a question mark, DF2 question mark, format the disc, format. And now you can see we're back in business with formatting. Yay! Empty. Rename it. I'm just renaming it. Oops. Dummy. Hey. Copy Amiga Explorer to it. Copied. Cool. Delete Amiga Explorer, it's a little floppy trash can. Let's see if we can empty the trash. 3K in use. So, oops, then you drop it on the floor. So there we go. That's my, I don't even know what brand this is, little turd floppy, and with a belt change. So that's that for today. Stay tuned for something else that I'm sure will break very shortly. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.